Flowers? In green caverns that suspiciously resemble the sewers of Stonekeep? And what's with that music? What is going on here? Guess I'll just pick these flowers.
Hi there! This is your body,
Dude.
and this is your body in the fairy realm! Any questions?
So, yeah, welcome to the Faerie realm. One of the strangest and most confusing levels in the whole of Stonekeep. Just finding it was tricky enough. Let's see if we can get out of it again.
Welcome to the realm of Faerie! It's a pleasure to see you!
Good to see you. Good to see you.
How are you?
Go home.
Now then, I have a very important question for you. Do you have your fairy handbook yet? No. Good, because you don't need one. Got you there. What you do need are performances from the fairy players. And that's us. I'm Chuckle, this is Giggle, that's Snort the Fairy. That's my name, not a suggestion. And that's Winkle, Minkle, and, oh yes, Murph.
Don't make me angry, Dog Tick. You're not gonna like me when I'm angry. I think much of you now.
Murph? Oh, Murph!
Sorry.
Yes. Now then, the fairy players perform all over the fairy realm, so look for us around the fairy corner from you.
Pooh-head.
Hello, hi. If you haven't figured it out yet, we tack fairy onto just about everything. Fairy songs, fairy hats, fairy creatures, fairy unseen court. You get the idea.
Yes, and now we bid you adieu. By the way, did I mention compensation?
A stipend, if you will.
The big payoff.
Oh, recompense.
Cash and prizes.
Murph?
Sorry. Pay for play.
That means you got to give us something. Spunky.
And now, off to prepare our play. Away! Away!
Let's just beat it! Can I just fall on my axe now?
Ah, the fairy players. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of them around this place. So get used to it.
Do you like my dress? I'm not a cutie, I'm a fairy!
I think I'm going to be sick.
I'd look better if I had my daisy chain. Oh, I think Giggle with it. He's a little pooh-head. Would you find my daisy chain, please?
Alright.
You're cute!
I think the only fetch quest we've had so far is finding the magic flint for Sardin Blackrock. The Fairy Realm has a whole bunch of fetch quests, so pick up everything you find.
If the play is the thing, is the thing the play?
Well, I know I can play with a...
Murph!
Sorry.
The real answer, my friends, is on its way.
Not sing or play. What matters is pay.
Well, clearly they want to get paid, so let's see what they'll take for payment. Maybe some of my useless coins?
Tempting, but not quite what I had in mind.
Alright, well, I still have a shitload of gemstones that aren't going anywhere.
We don't want none of that stuff, Dizzy!
Alright.
Hey, Pally! Fork over the goods, I'll go play with the trolls, alright?
You should know about trolls.
Hey, is that a crack? Just because I have a condition?
Let's get back to the issue, shall we? Compensation?
Alright, no gems, no coins. Maybe you'll take one of my orbs.
Oh, no. Why don't you hang on to that?
Alright, enough playing around. There's a couple of useless items that they'll take as payment for one of their performances. Like, for instance, the flowers.
Ooh, a special request for the big poo head story, Okay, Binkle.
Here we go! How come khull-khuum, as told by me, the Bink Master? But you knew that going in. Here we go.
How come, khull-khuum, how come? Tell us why you turned into a nut. Tell us why we just don't kick your butt. How come, khull-khuum, how come? Yeah, khull-khuum, how come? How come, khull-khuum, how come? Long ago you were real nice, now you got a heart of ice. How come, khull-khuum, how come? Yeah, khull-khuum, how come? How come, khull-khuum, how come? Devastation gave your ruler rise, but the world is not your booby prize. How come, khull-khuum, how come? Yes, khull-khuum, how come? How come, khull-khuum, how come? Are we safe until the end? Remember times when you was our friend. How come, khull-khuum, how come?
Your common sense is now unknown.
Your heads are roots and the birds have flown.
You have the brains of a backward stone.
Your end will come and you will move.
Your birthday gift is sure wind blown.
Way to go, Muff.
Thanks.
Yeah, khull-khuum is scum. How come, khull-khuum, how come?
Repeats of this performance are possible. Thank you and good night.
Well, that was informative. Let's just keep walking around these maze-like corridors. Hey, what's this? An empty decanter. Like I said, no matter how useless the item looks, just pick it up, because in the fairy realm it's likely to have some sort of use. Let's roll back a bit to that first crossroads I found. There's really no need to pick up more than one or two of each flower, but I do it anyway so I know where I've been. These are rowan berries, which are one of the only completely useless items you find on this level. The only thing you can do with them is eat them in order to get drunk. And a chain of flowers. Well, that female fairy asked for a daisy chain. Maybe this is it. First I'll head south a bit here though, because she won't reappear in the same spot unless some time has passed. The fairy realm is pretty hard to navigate the first time you go through it, and the second time and the third time. Especially because this background tile set isn't exactly easy on the eyes. Oh, here we have a little crop of mushrooms, some green ones, some yellow ones, and a book, which Drake can't read, but of course, let's bring it along. Surely someone is looking for it. Alright, let's head back to that female fairy and see if this is the daisy chain she was missing.
You found it! Oh, thank you! Oh, you're really cute!
Yeah, don't I know it. Here you go.
What, were you born in a cave? These are primroses. You know what they say? Roses down and twice around. I'll never find my daisy chain.
Roses down and twice around, huh? Oh, alright, daisies aren't blue, but neither are these primroses, so I don't really understand what I just gave her. Oh well, guess I didn't find the right one, so I'll continue on. Well, no need to pick all these flowers. In this little alcove there is something of interest.
Why is brownie moss, is it green?
Because it was named after brownies.
Are brownies brown?
Well, actually,
Why not name brownies greenies? They're moss green.
that's not... something for you to think about, I guess.
I have a perfect answer for his questions, Drake.
Okay, Scuzz have all the answer he needs, thank you.
Yeah, some sticky moss. I'll just put this with my empty decanters and flowers. Maybe it'll come in handy. Oh, and if you suffer from motion sickness, look away now. Yeah, that central square I just stepped into is a spinner square. When you step into it, you spin around a couple of times and you get propelled into the next corridor, clockwise. If you step into it backwards, then you end up in the counterclockwise arm of the crossroads. Kind of annoying, but you learn to deal with it.
Hi, I'm Giggle, but you guys knew that. Okay, hey, did something happen here? Well, funny things go on since the Shadow King did his thing. Whoa, hey, I rhymed. Now, I love a good poem as much as the next fairy, but you know what? I lost my poem book. Oh, sadness. Hey, big idea, I know. How about you find it for me, and I'll give you something you need to see the Queen. And you'll need to see the Queen, know that. Gimme, go.
Well, I did find a book. Couldn't read it, but maybe...
I take back nearly all the bad things I said behind your back. Here, you'll figure out where to stick this, buddy. Oh yeah. Maybe it's unseen because it needs some flowers. See ya.
Here we have a key, and then this might need a little extra explanation. The first group of fairies that I encountered talked about a very unseen court. So this very unseen court might need some flowers to be seen. And the fairy I gave the daisy chain to said roses down and twice around. We're gonna be putting all of that together.
I heard you released my friend the dragon. Sweets for the sweet.
Oh, how nice, and I didn't have to do anything extra for it. We get a little fairy cake here, which you can eat in order to gain some lost health. But I'm gonna hang on to it for now. Till I get the munchies. Really, don't even try to keep track of where I'm going. I've tried to figure out the quickest route that lets me show off all of the fairy realm without having to hang around here for too long, which is still pretty long. But it's gonna be the most efficient way to record this video.
Oh, you must be kidding. I heard the chosen one had shown up. That can't be you.
That remains to be seen, I guess.
You know, I think I must like this one.
Well, I think the old sign's
Whoa.
a bunk anyway, but no skin off my nose if you try. Tell you what, you bring me a fairy cake and I'll give you what you need to see the Queen.
Try to ignore that.
That's very generous of you.
Not my idea.
I'm Drake, by the way. May I have your name?
Surely, one joke and you'll see I got the name, okay?
Yes, ma'am?
Well, don't you stand there. You want to get on with this or not? Hand it over.
The female fairy animations have a tendency to kind of bug out like this.
Don't just take the cake. Ha! Ha ha! Hey, have I given you what you need yet?
No, actually.
Then you might consider laughing at my jokes, huh? I don't don't have real high hopes for you, pal.
Alright, and we get a second key after a gold one and a silver one.
This will help you see the queen.
So I guess I need 2 keys in order to be able to see the queen. Incidentally, that little glitch that happened where her animations got all weird is actually pretty interesting because it cycles through some animations that are not actually used in the game. So I'll post those in the thread so you can have a better look at them. What have we here? Some more flowers I already know. And another chain of flowers. This might very well be the correct daisy chain. We also find some wild thyme, which I'm gonna put along with my sticky moss and decanter for some reason. Yeah, Karzak doesn't really like the Fairy Realm. In fact, he hates it. And he gradually gets weaker the longer he stays here. You don't actually see it in his stats, but yeah. Luckily, in this same level, there is an area that counters this effect, where he will actually get to do some battle. But in the meantime, he keeps complaining. Anyway, I use my 2 keys to get past his fence of spears, and into the court of the Fairy Realm. Over here, there's some strange shadowy barrier that prevents me from continuing. I'll have to find some way of opening that. So remember the clue, roses down and twice around. I put a rose there, and I make 2 circles around the central area. And yes, you really do have to make 2 complete circles or this won't work. Here we are, it's open, and I can pick up another fairy cake. Alright, let's meet the Queen of the Fairies.
I am Iene, Queen of the Fae. Please sit a while and enjoy some refreshments, for you may rest safely in my court. But it is unsafe elsewhere. Beware the trolls, for they are a corruption of everything fairy and good. Without preparation, they can be deadly foes. Since they are still fairy, even tainted, I cannot act against them directly. I have used my magic to watch your progress. You have traveled a great distance, but many tasks await you before your battle with khull-khuum will be over. This started long ago, when the human world was divided into 2 great lands, Atlantis and Eve. The rulers of these realms despised and mistrusted each other, and there were many conflicts. There might have been war and suffering among your kind, but there was balance as well. Then one day, a mysterious figure appeared before the rulers of Eve, and offered magic potent enough to destroy their enemies. He did not lie, but he did not tell the truth. Ys cast the mighty ritual, and Atlantis used their most powerful counter-magics. But all was lost. Atlantis was destroyed, but as planned by khull-khuum, the backlash caused a cataclysm that nearly destroyed the world. This was the devastation. All the races were affected, not just you young humans. In defending my children, my powers are taxed to this day. I must rest for a while. Return if you will hear more of your adversary.
So about 90% of the plot development actually happens in the Fairy Realm, thanks to Queen Iene's stories. This, by the way, is a device that instantly recharges all the rune staffs in your inventory. I'll use it later when I need it. All of this plot development is actually the reason why this is one of my favorite levels in Stonekeep, to be honest. I know that a lot of Stonekeep players don't really like it because of how complicated it is and because of all the fetch quests and the singing. But I can't help it, I'm just a sucker for a good story.